Hi, everybody. Live from Hollywood Productions Amsterdam. Welcome to another Corona Diaries live chat. I am here tonight,
I'm here tonight.
and Natalie is here tonight. So let's get Natalie Byrne. So we are calling Los Angeles Natalie Byrne. Natalie.
Let me call to Varro.
Calling Natalie. Hey,
Yes.
Hi,
she's
Thank you.
here.
calling me.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you? I'm trying to set this up so that you can see my beautiful birthday flowers. Actually, here,
Beautiful.
look. This is great. I got the view.
Oh, beautiful view.
Roses, like 100 roses.
Oh, the pink roses, Natalie.
Those are like pink. I don't know. They're like pink something. They're not
It's not a
roses, but they're
oh,
so
it's not.
pretty.
It's not.
I like
Oh,
those.
Like,
I
like,
think they're
again, by
just.
the way, congratulations for your new age, your birthday.
Oh, thank you. I know. New age. Old me.
congratulations.
You always look sweet and very nice all the time.
Thanks. Yeah, you don't know me at home. I'm just kidding.
So, Natalie, we always say this is the Corona look. We are also stuck in the house almost 2.5 months in our houses, and we cannot do anything. So this is how, yeah, the situation is. I hope everything will be okay
Same
soon.
here. Imagine that. Yep, nothing's changed. We're also
I
stuck at
know,
home.
I know, I know. So, Natalie, how did you start your journey? Because I know that you're born in Kiev, Ukraine, in Europe. So
Yeah.
how? And I think you're born, and then you want to be a ballerina. So if you can tell us a little bit your childhood, and then we come back to the movie sector.
I think I was born and I don't know. Oh yeah, that's my picture. That's awesome. Oh my God. It takes me all the way back. I feel like I'm a cat who has 9 lives. That was my first life, that's for sure. Um, I was born prematurely and I just remember I was so active all the time and I love to dance. So I think my mom just noticed how energetic I was, and she was like, "All right, this girl has got to go to ballet class and get this discipline going. Otherwise, I was gonna just wreck the whole house. I was a mess. Every time I touched something, it would break. Like I was just such a crazy person, a child. Like never listened to her. For some reason, I always lied. I just remember always lying, and I don't even know why I was lying. Like it was just one of those things I would always be telling my mom, like start crying, telling her that it's the truth, and she would always be like, "Oh my God, you're such an actress," and I'd be like, "No, it's the truth. I didn't do it," and I just go and do the same thing. So my mom, to compose my craziness, she was like, she has to do something that's tough and difficult, and she was like, she's got to go to ballet school so that she can learn to be disciplined. And my mom was a ballerina as well, so of course, she
Oh,
just,
Oh, cool.
it was inevitable that she would take me somewhere that she knows. So she took me to ballet, and to be honest, I had no way of becoming a ballerina. I wasn't born with like a ballet technique. I didn't have like perfect, I don't know, turnout, perfect feet, perfect jump, none of that. So when I went to school, like all the teachers looked at me and they were like, "Well, this girl will never dance. I don't know what she's doing, but this is not dancing."
so
So
crazy, huh? Because you get a ballet training, and then
I got ballet training, yeah.
yeah, and then I heard that of course you have an impressive dance career and performing on the stage all over the world. This you did all over the world dancing.
Yeah, I guess I think I kind of made it. I fooled them in that. I fooled the whole, like, all the schools. I went to so many different schools. I fooled them to think that I can dance. Yeah, I think it was just the passion that I had. Everybody said whenever they came to see me dance, the one thing they could not like take the eyes from was the fact that I was so energetic and I was like expressive. I didn't
Yeah,
have the perfect technique, but I was always like very, energetic, and I brought people to smile, and they wanted to dance when they saw me. So
Yeah, we can see you.
that's,
Very, very athletic also. All the, the figures and, like amazing.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you moved from then Europe then to America.
I moved from Kiev to Moscow. Moscow, I was also touring around. Like I went to Italy, we went to Paris, and then from that we moved to London. I grew up in London, almost like 9 years of my life. So I graduated from Royal Ballet School, which I have a degree in choreography and dance. I danced with the Royal Opera House and then Romberg Company, and then I basically moved to LA. And because I got injured, I became a dancer. I mean, an actress. So I went to Lee Strasberg Theater Institute here in Los Angeles. Shortly after, I kind of joined an actor studio group, and eventually I became a lifetime member, which I love theater. I couldn't get away from theater. I was like, oh no, even if I'm an actress, I still actor. I still have to, be on stage. So that was my way of staying on stage, is joining, some sort of acting group where I can continue my journey in theater.
Impressive. Very interesting story also, because completely different. I mean, and from ballerina to the actress and a good position, good place in Hollywood. It is very interesting. Also,
there's a placement. There's a placement in Hollywood. Nobody told me.
It is a very good place in Hollywood, because you get a good place now, good spot, and I like it very much where you are, and you are doing great movies, projects all the time, and you start producing very good films. Actually, we will talk soon about it. And also, I see you always in the events, parties with very sexy, nice dresses. Impressive.
Thank you.
I like it always.
I just picked them. I'm like, yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, that was in Cannes. I love dressing up in Cannes. I think in Cannes is when I dress up the most, actually, because that was like special made for me dress. I don't even remember. It was a small boutique in Cannes that I passed by, and the guy was like, hey, let me show you a dress that you're gonna love. And I just wore his dress. Whoever you are, if you're watching, thanks for that fabulous dress that my dad almost killed me for, by the way. I remember the first thing I went back. My dad lives in Moscow. So my mom lives in London. My brother lives in between London and Paris. My dad lives in Moscow, and I live in LA. So my grandma's in Ukraine. I travel all around the world to see one member of my family. I wish they would just get together and be like, hey, so I don't have to waste my time. But one time I came back to Moscow to see my dad. The moment I opened the door, he says, what the hell were you thinking? And literally, not even hello, I love you. What the hell were you thinking? And I was like, what? And he does the same thing. Shows me that picture. He goes, what is this? And I'm like, me?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And also, Natalie, also you are still doing kickboxing, because I know that you are also into martial arts, fighting skills.
I'm going to work out right now. Literally, I'm training right now in the park. Like,
wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got I don't have much time, because we're doing this really cool training, like a boot camp yoga with my favorite instructor, Daryl Hannah, who's teaching me all the time right now. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going literally to train right now. I try to mix it up with different things, but today I'm doing boot camp yoga. Tomorrow is going to be regular yoga, because I like to stretch. Sometimes I do ballet. Sometimes I do, like I said, also kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, just mixed martial arts. I've been training with an amazing trainer for that, Arnold Chun. Then you met me with Marco. Marco Zorro trained me for my film, who did also some of our second unit a choreography on my latest film, Acceleration. So I've been fortunate to be surrounded by really amazing trainers in different way. Another trainer who I started with, who's insanely amazing, my sensei, is Benny the Jet. If you guys don't know who he is, Google him. He is just he's got his own school here in LA, and if you're in LA, go train with him. I highly recommend him. He's he's one of a kind. He will teach you not just how to like fight and how to like be in tune with your body, but how to be in tune with your soul. Like, he's amazing. So I started training with him first, and that's how I kind of got into martial arts in the first place. It was because of him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And also, Natalie, by the way, the fans ask some questions, the things that we already spoken. You speak 4 languages or more already? Because you speak Russian.
On a good day, I speak 6. On a bad day, I only speak 4. It depends if my brain just gets like triggered or not. It's really funny how my brain works. I actually studied professionally. Obviously, first language was French, which I studied at my ballet school. So I speak fluent French. Je parle français, voilà. In fact, in my movie, I speak French. I have a scene where I speak French. I speak Russian because I'm originally full Ukrainian, which everybody gets confused about this. I'm actually 100% Ukrainian, but my family moved to Moscow, and I lived there in Moscow only like 4 years when I was really young, and 4 years recently when I decided to go back and become like their choreographer. So I actually had my own dance group called Safari Group. I did a huge ballet called Stella. Owen Wilson came to support it. I actually posted a picture a while ago, like recently, talking about that, because that's my second life that I still can't get away from, and people still come back to me. And one day I hope to still maybe own a school here, like a dance school that I can just dedicate to teaching kids and learning, you know, and teaching them how to perform and put together different shows. So that's like, I can't get away from my first career, you know what I mean? I love it. So so French, Russian, Ukrainian, it's very similar to Russian. I understand it. I studied at a school. I don't remember it that well, but if I'm in Ukraine, you know how it is. You start picking up and you're really fast and you're like, oh, I remember this language. So that one, obviously English, and then I speak Italian and Spanish. Those are the 2 languages that if I'm in Italy, like let's say a couple of weeks, I become like fluent. Same thing with Spanish. But if I'm here and you're asking me like, oh yeah, communicate with somebody who speaks English, you automatically go back into English. So
exactly. The same. I remember, even though I think in Istanbul, when you were in Istanbul, you also learned some Turkish words, I'm sure.
I've learned some Turkish. I've learned some Greek. I've learned some Japanese. I've learned so many, like German. I mean, I've learned it all. Like,
very
I don't want to say bad words. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
A little bit Russian too, because in Czech we have to learn Russian.
That's very good. And also, by the way, when you do kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and also you are also had practice with knife, gun, and sword fighting too, I think, I assume.
Yeah, I do sword fighting, knife fighting. I do wire work. I do falls. Like, originally I studied training just so that I can kind of be this action actress who can do her own stunts, because I think it's important for authenticity and just for filming. It's so much cooler. You don't have to cut, you know, you can kind of take a very longer shots, and you can shoot them in a various ways. You don't have to always be secretive about who's actually doing, you know, the fighting. So that was important for me. And I was like, hey, I'm a dancer. I can take this. I mean, I love physical training and I love challenging myself. So whatever it is, like I'm in. When it comes to shit, in fact, my acting ability, same thing. If it's harder, I'll do it better. If it's something easy, it's like, for me, I'm like, oh, this is easy. And then I flake on it and it's not as good. So that's just like my life has been. So the harder it is, the better I will be. So I like to challenge myself because of that, because I just know I'm never going to do a good job when it's like, And
then Natalie, also, I see some footage also from your movies, a mix of from your showreel. Let's see. Also, remember some of your movies.
Stop what? That. You haven't stopped checking it since we landed. I know, it's my editor, and he's, ooh, it's
Milan Todorovic.
Yeah.
Nyms, Killer Mermaid, Marmalade. This movie has so many names. I don't even know what it's called in Germany. You're in Germany or Amsterdam?
In Holland, in Netherlands.
Oh, Holland. Oh, I've been to Holland.
And look at this.
Holland. Expendables 3 with Mel Gibson. That was my dream, to work with somebody so amazing. That was amazing.
Incredible.
He's a genius. I mean, he's amazing actor, amazing director, storyteller. It's one of those legends. Criminal.
Yeah.
That was Criminal, yeah. That's when I worked with Jordy Moy and Kevin Costner.
Tommy Lee Jones.
They actually did not use that scene in the film. I was so bummed, but luckily the producers gave me the footage anyways. They said that the movie was 3 hours long after they shot it.
Okay. So they removed that part from the original film.
Yeah, and I was so bummed about it. But that's the sad part about being an actress and an actor, is that you shoot films, they pay you, and you think, okay, I did my job, and you got to just forget it. You got to be like moving on. You don't have to think about it. I actually prefer not to even watch my movies because you never know what's going to happen to them. But a lot of the times, like, if you have a smaller part, you're risking the fact that they might cut you out somehow. And it's not that, you know, you're not good. It's just because the movie's too long, or it doesn't feel like the final cut of what they want, or it just slows down the.
This is the part we saw,
pace.
I think. This is the part in Criminal.
That's with Tommy Lee Jones. That's Mechanic. Direction
with Jason and Jessica Alba
and Jason Statham. Yeah, played a reporter. That was a lot of fun. I went to Thailand. That was the first time I went to Thailand, and they didn't know when to shoot my scenes, so they flew me over there for like 5 days. Sometimes, like, an actor has to wait a lot on set. Luckily enough, oh, my dog is barking. Luckily enough, I was waiting in my hotel, in a wonderful, like, 5-star hotel, tanning and swimming. It was very cool.
Nice. I mean,
you guys did a great job putting together my reel, by the way. Maybe I can just ask you to send me this copy.
Thank you. We work hard.
That's not my reel. You guys did it yourself. This is really good. Good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Natalie.
Wow.
Nice to hear from you.
Yeah.
And how was the work with Jessica and Jason? Was it good? I was just
I've met Jason before. Oh my God, in Name of the King too. This was great.
Yeah, I like it very much. Also, this one.
One of my first roles, actually. I acted with Dolph Lundgren. That was my first movie with Dolph, and I've done 3 after that. Yeah, with him. Jason Statham is wonderful. He's really funny in real life, like extremely funny guy. And Jessica Alba is just a solid actor who's very professional, very serious. You know, nothing bad to say about her, and is just a sweet person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet people and you get exactly what you expect, and sometimes you get disappointed. I did not get disappointed with any of those people that I've worked with.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah. Awaken, Jason London. Jason London is like one of those classic actors that's been around for many years. He was I remember his first movie he did. He was like 12 or even younger. Yeah, he's been around for a very long time. Great actor. I think he's underrated. I feel like maybe Hollywood is not giving him enough opportunities right now. But it's so hard, you know, like even those older actors that have been around for many years and been in projects that are amazing. It's just so hard to get a breakthrough role that the audience will like remember you for. It's not easy, honestly, to come to Hollywood and just become an actor. It's not easy. So
yeah, I can imagine.
It takes a lot of hard work, but I think another thing that it takes is luck. Like you gotta have luck on your side.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So I mean, but you did really great. And then the story comes. Of course, you did also in Turkey, I Love You Too, with Selmian. That was also interesting.
If you got the footage for that, I will.
No, not here, because we keep it for Selmian, because Selmian will be our guest soon. So that's why we want to keep it for, you know.
So you have the footage? You have to send it to me. You know, he never sent me that film. He never sent me the footage.
Okay. Look, because
No.
I just have some photos I can show you.
Yep, that was on set. We were working together when I had my kind of like this reddish blonde hair. Yeah, it was fun. We worked in where did we film that movie? I think he'll know. It was, yeah, it was great. Oh my God, that guy is like so funny. I think he's like, they call him like the Turkish George Clooney, but I think he's
Yeah.
funnier. He's just hilarious. He's like full of life, always smiling, always laughing, loves to shoot comedy. Like naturally will just make fun of himself in every possible way and just laugh at himself. If no one's laughing, he's like, I don't care, I'm funny. And
Exactly.
I like to laugh.
Exactly. And also, you know, like, yeah, I mean, he is also fun, and also his films are really, really cool, you know. So they did good movies also, you know. Like,
Yeah, they're
yeah,
just
he's
like,
popular.
they're like uplifting. Yeah, that's Jessica Alba, Kevin Costner. That's when I came on set, and then we shot the next day. I didn't have any scenes with Kevin Costner. I wish I did. I think, you know what? Today, if you ask me like about actors, I'm a huge fan of Kevin Costner in real life. He was amazing. Very tall, very composed, like a true gentleman. He was like amazing to talk to, and the way he still like follows his career. It was amazing. He was acting in the camera, he wasn't directing, and yet he would always come back to the camera and always check what he did, and then he would always give me the headphones and the headsets, and then just ask me, hey, take a look, what do you think, and I'd be like, I don't know, you're amazing. That's Mel Gibson. Yeah,
Yeah, that's also, I think, in some Ukraine press. And here, Banderas.
Oh yeah, that was the fun picture.
Is it on?
Antonio Banderas, yeah.
Is it, Peter is asking, was this in Cannes Film Festival?
That was in Cannes. That was when we were premiering Expendables 3, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was a random picture. There was a photographer slightly to the right that just took the picture, and then I think he sold it to the whole world, and
Yeah,
made
exactly.
crazy buzz about it.
And now we are coming to the subject, actually, because also you started also working with Dania Zrili. So you did a project, Hollow Point, and then the Acceleration.
Yeah, Hollow Point was the first one he invited me on, and it was great. It was, I worked with like wonderful actors, Luke Goss. There were like a bunch of great actors on it. Juju Chang is a great martial artist. She's fun.
Yeah, because I see it here in front of me, the film. Yeah, Peter is just doing. We have the Hollow Point.
You have it, yes.
Yeah, we can see it also, you know. And of course, we have also the other films like Criminal.
Yeah, I play in Hollow Point. I play detective. That was a fun role, and Daniel was. I'm happy he hired me for that because it was a good change from what I usually do. So it was great.
Yeah, but Acceleration, I mean, it was all over the world. I see it in New York, in Manhattan, in the Times Square, all your big poster, billboards, everything is Acceleration there, you know?
Everything accelerating.
Yeah. In New York City, you know? I mean, I mean, it was all over.
Yeah, we had a trailer. We had like a small teaser showing on Times Square. That was insane. I actually flew to New York last day of that campaign because I wanted to see it. Yeah.
So, a lot of action, a lot of killings, a lot of, unbelievable. It was really good action movie. Of course, with Dolph Lundgren, you, Sean Patrick Flannery, Danny Trejo, Rampage.
Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great. Like all those guys are just pros. They're amazing. They're so good. Each one of them taught me something new for the future. They were very good.
And you produced the film.
I produced the film. Yes, I put a challenge. I set up a challenge for myself. I love that opening. That opening is so great. My post guys did such a good work on that film. Like,
yeah, I mean, it is impressive actually.
Thank you. But yeah, it was a challenge, and I set it up for myself, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it by myself. I don't want anybody's help. Not that I'm selfish to be like, oh, I'll take on everything. Don't worry about me. No, it's really, really hard, and I'm never doing this again. But the thing is that I just wanted to understand everybody's position, and I did it on purpose to try and understand what people are going through when they're, when they're working on a film, or when they're on set, or when they're behind the scenes. I wanted to value everybody's jobs, and
here you are.
So, yeah,
You're
and
the
unless I was
producer.
working by myself, I wouldn't understand that. But Michael, Marino, Daniels are really, yeah. I had 2 directors. It was faster to shoot that way.
Yeah, that was looking also amazing, you know. You did
Thanks.
very well, actually. What you said, the titles comes very nice, you know, and then going back, you know, it was really, I mean, it was very good. And even though it looks like a, you know, like a PlayStation game, you know, like when the writing comes with the cars, you know, it's really amazing. People love it.
We wanted it to be, well, also the colors just represent that kind of a feel in the film. We wanted to go very retro and very, very different and bright, and not so, you know, so standard, because the story is so over exaggerated and it's not real enough for people to follow, even though they feel the heart of the character, like trying to get her son back, and the devastation she's going through, and the hard work she has to do, and all the obstacles she has to overcome. Still, the film is like, you know, an exaggeration. So we were like, you know what, let's just add all kinds of really bright, almost neon colors, and make it more fun, make it more like futuristic, or like this retro look, like more rock, you know. So it's kind of cool.
And how was the set, by the way, working with all these guys, you know, Sean, Danny Trejo, Rampage, Dolph, of
Sean
course.
is an amazing actor. I'm a huge fan of Sean. First of all, Sean is a badass jiu-jitsu trainer. He trained me in jiu-jitsu before that. That's how I know him. Not long. He just kind of gave me a couple of classes, but he's insane. He's amazing. And of course, I brought him on board, and I gave him this leading role, and I was like, you know what? I think he can pull it off. I mean, the best decision ever. He's amazing. He's like, he stole the movie. He's just so good, so good. Like a really, really, really dedicated.
I like him also. I mean, he did also the Boondock of Saints. Also, he was in, he was also in the Soul. I think we met him also with Costas and Tobin Bell in the Soul.
Costas, Costas, great, good friend of mine. And then Chuck Liddell did like great, because he really wanted to dedicate his time to becoming an actor. So he, you know, emerged into the project. I mean, Dolph is always Dolph is so professional to the T. Like, he knows exactly what he wants. So if he doesn't have something perfect, he's not going to do it until he's comfortable. So yeah, no, they're all amazing. Rampage was great. Danny Trejo is amazing.
And
such
Natalie
a nice
Natalie also in the acceleration. Also our friend. Also we have a common friend with you. Also Jeff Hill. He's a sweetheart.
Jeff Hill, yes.
Yeah, he is also a great guy. Great dude.
Yeah, I'm so happy Jeff is doing so well right now. I've had a few people contact me after acceleration, like after I gave them roles in my film. They've become like bigger than what they were before, and I'm so happy. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I like boosted your career, which is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you need that, you know, boost, and people start believing in you more. And I've had literally like maybe 3-4 people that just blew up, like, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
You see, look how your life changed. This is also nice. Look, from Ukraine, ballerina, now Hollywood actress, and now producer, and now like you give roles to the people. I mean,
I'm a manager now. Like, I should start getting commissions from people.
Look at you, you know, I love it. You know, it is very nice to see you, how you are improving. You are going to the top. I like it very much. And also, Natalie, I see also 2 other posters here in front of me. Hard Night Falling, again with
another film with Dolph.
Again, you are there with a gun, and again.
I know, right?
Yeah, look at you.
There with a gun. Yeah, I played another. I played an Interpol agent. We shot in Rome. That was one of the most amazing locations I've ever been on. I love Rome. That's my favorite city in the whole world. So for me to be there for like over a month, my dream came true. I was just there in this amazing hotel. It was so beautiful. Yeah, I loved it.
And
I
the
love
movie,
Italy. I love Italian food.
and the movie is completed. This
The
one.
movie's yeah, the movie's done. Yeah, you can check it out. It's great. I have another like a bunch of like really good action scenes in that. Like I kicked butt, even though we had no time to shoot them. As always, they're like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm always like, oh my god, the key is to not get injured. So I'm always like, right on, let's do it. If I didn't get injured, then it's a success. So,
Yeah.
and I did, thank God. So, not on acceleration, not on hard night falling. It was so lucky.
Okay. Okay. And I have some questions because Peter is now checking questions, by the way, because it's almost end of our chat. But you did also a movie with Sharon Stone, Selma Blair, Susan Sarandon,
Yeah.
Courtney Cox.
Yes, it's called Mothers and
Mothers
Daughters.
and Daughters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How was the movie?
I played Selma Blair's young mom. So it's like it goes a flashback in the beginning of the movie, and I played her mom, and she was like my daughter, you know, but it was in a back time, a flashback. Wow. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, sorry. And anything else about that?
I didn't have scenes with Sharon Stone. I met her at the premiere. She's larger than life, amazing personality, huge, like, you know, one of those big presence of women that are really classic actors. Nice. That I consider just like on top of like the true beauty, you know what I mean? Like very strong personality. Very somebody nice. that I actually look up to. If I want to, like, if I'm consider like competing, or not competing, but comparing myself to somebody that I respect.
Yep.
Sharon Stone, you know, would be one of those women that I love her presence, and I love her like growth and how she is as a woman. So definitely respect that. I respect strong women.
Okay. And also I heard two other titles from now the fans are writing. Stella and Astro Ballad. Also they mentioned Michelle Rodriguez and Owen Wilson. And they said that, yes, Stella, you know, I want to hear something from you now for them.
Well, Stella Ballet, that's the ballet we did in Moscow for Kremlin Palace,
wow.
And also for UNESCO. Actually, we did it twice. It was called Astro Ballet that we performed. I choreographed, and I did it with a wonderful group of dancers. I miss them so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I wish I could go back and just like continue working with them and choreographing, just having my troupe back. It's called Safari Dance. But yeah, the first ballet we choreographed for UNESCO in Paris, which was amazing. I mean, it was just so wonderful. It was for the 50th anniversary of the first astronaut going to space. It was like a few years back, and Michelle Rodriguez, one of my friends, came to support me. She loved it. We had such a blast, and my dancers met with her. Yeah, she's great, amazing person. So I'm sending her namaste. Thanks, Michelle, for being there. And then after that, we moved the ballet and we expanded it, and we actually made a proper 1.5 hours ballet called Stella, and we promoted it all over Moscow. Nice. And I had great supporters, and yeah, we basically presented it at Kremlin Palace, which is like 7,000, 8,000 seats. Nice. It was huge. Wow. It was amazing. And wow. Again, I had Owen Wilson, who is a friend of mine, came to support that. That was amazing. Also for him to fly to Moscow for that was great. And my dancers met him. So yeah, no, it was wonderful. I missed that a lot. So I choreographed it. I put it together. I composed the music.
That's nice.
Wrote the storyline. And that's something like I really truly miss doing that in my life right now. Like I'm hoping I can go back to it and find some more time to just dedicate. I mean, my dream is...
Let's organize something and bring you back.
Yeah. I mean, I still have the ballet. We can always just put it together and start touring around. It was...
Yeah, I think,
it was very good. It was like mixed of contemporary with like, I would say some breakdancing, ballet. It was like mixed dance. It was a lot of different things that wow. are... Today, I think people... Actually, back then, I think people did not understand it as much, especially in Moscow. But today, I see all their choreographies that they're performing, and even like my dancers are now like pro choreographers in Moscow. They're mixing it, and they're doing very similar to what we did, during the Stella Ballet. So they've picked up that technique, and now they've mastered it. And I'm looking at them like, wow, you guys are so good now. So. Yeah, my dream is to put together like a musical for Broadway or something. Like
Very
that'd
nice,
be
actually.
amazing.
You know, it's a good project, and maybe we can work for it. You know, like in coming months. You know, like after
Oh
this
yeah.
situation. You know, why not? We can also check some connections, and we can mention about this, and we can show them about Stella. You know, like how you did. It was great. By the way, I
Yeah.
like it. I like it very much, and I
Let's
love
start
this
a
kind of
tour around the
shows.
world when we're allowed
Right.
to tour.
Yeah, why not? And also,
Yeah,
Natalie,
everyone.
you
That'd be fun.
worked with Paula Abdul, also Eros Ramazzotti, and Mario.
I worked with I worked with Paula very closely. We did a couple of shows with her. We traveled to Moscow. I believe it was Moscow and St. Petersburg. I don't remember right now, but it was a lot of fun as well. She's such a wonderful, like, short person, but with such a big heart. I mean, it was like I used to watch her when I was a kid. Her, you know, her choreographies and her dancing, and to work with her was amazing. It's just she's a wonderful person. So that was fun. Mario, we go way back. Mario I met when I first came here to LA. We lived in the same complex and we used to train together, and he's my friend since I'm like 21 years old. So great guy. Like we're still friends. We're still like super connected. Again, like when I booked him to work on this festival, like this music festival that I organized, he couldn't believe it that I'm the one who brought him. He was like, "What? No way." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, we're gonna be working together." He's like, "Oh my God, this is the best." And at the same time, I brought Nelly as well, somebody that I had worked with. So it was Mario, Nelly, Paul Abdul. The next time I worked with Ashanti. I wanted to work with Ja Rule, but something happened. We couldn't do it, but we're still also, you know, corresponding. Oh yeah, Jerry, I know him since I'm 16 years old from London.
I know, because he always like you, always when we mention your name, you know, he always smiles, so it is really cool. I like him very much.
I've
Also,
known
all
him
his
since I'm
films.
16 years old. It was an accident how we met in London. And still, every time he sees me, he cannot believe me. He knows me for so long. And I lied to him again, like I just say sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm an actress too. When meanwhile, I'm just a dancer. And here I am in LA, you know, still pursuing this career. And he's supporting me. So
yeah, tomorrow night we will have talk about him again, because tomorrow night I will have Luis Mandelor is my guest. So we will talk with him because they did a movie together also with Gerard Butler, also the brother Costas from Luis.
Yeah.
So Luis will be my guest and we will talk about it. By the way, Peter liked one of your picture very much here. He said she's amazing here, the one in front of me. And that picture is with someone very special next to you. And I think he inspired you and I think you love him, but he passed away actually. Sorry, but you know.
Oh, yes, that's my everything. That's my sensei in acting. I mean, everything I know, I'm gonna start crying now. Everything I know is like from Martin Lindo. Yeah, he's Oscar
Mr.
winner,
Lindo,
amazing teacher. I mean, I'm a member of the Actors Studio. This is the day that I became a member of the Actors Studio, and he kissed me on the cheek and he said, "You're gonna be okay." And I just remember I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, I'm like about to cry because I miss him so much.
Yeah, he was an amazing soul, and of course we know him from the Space, I think 1999.
Yeah,
from the sci-fi TV shows, you know, when we were a child. Of course, he was an amazing actor, you know, amazing guy. But you are blessed. You are very lucky that you met him and he, you know, you were with him, and also, you know, you were in the.
He taught me everything I know. He taught me, and and still today, like if I don't remember something, I'm like, you know, I go back to his voice and I remember everything he said, and just it's so sad to lose those kind of like amazing, you know, legends. And I still, you know, I still go to the Actors Studio, but it's not the same without him, of course.
Of course, without him, without him is of course, it's always I think his memories, but it's nice also that we remember him.
I remember auditioning for the Actors Studio the first time, and it was an accident that I was even on stage. I was helping somebody out, and then Martin stopped the scene, and I was doing the seagull, and he said, "Where are you from, darling?" And I started crying because I couldn't believe he's talking to me. So I was like, I couldn't stop crying. He's like, "It's okay. It's okay. You're okay now." and and somehow, you know, he just made me a working finalist that day, and unfortunately my partner didn't get in, and I didn't even know where I was getting into.
Yeah,
it was really funny.
yeah.
So
It
ever
was,
since then,
yeah.
yeah.
It was great that also we talk about, I think, many things about you in short time, of course, but I think, yeah, we tried to also do our best
Cover
tonight,
everything.
and yeah, to remember about all your, you know, like important films, and we
Thank you.
reviewed all the films, and it was really great, you know, and also
You forgot my film
it,
Awaken. You forgot Awaken.
Awaken. Let's see
Yeah,
immediately,
that's another
because you know,
film.
yeah, Peter just showed me Awaken actually in front of me, but you know, look, it is real in front of us. Look,
Yeah.
just we were just
That was
talking
the
about.
first. That was one of the first films that the first feature that I produced.
Vinnie Jones. Yeah.
First
And even though,
feature
look,
that I,
he just opened and he just showed it also on his phone.
yeah,
He said that we have to
yeah. I
show. I
worked
said,
with
okay,
Vinnie
you know.
Jones and Daryl Hannah. Yeah, it was great. So you guys check that one out as well. That was that's when I trained with Benny the Jet, in that
Wow.
film, and I actually put him in, and he plays my dad. So
also,
yeah.
it was a nice poster, you know, like a nice work. Also, the
Thanks.
posters, yeah, all of
I
them.
didn't do it, but thanks.
Yeah. But Natalie, your other movies are really good. I mean, also Acceleration, how you did also the promotion all over, everywhere in the country, you know. So it is really
Yeah.
cool.
All
to
over the
see.
world. Now it's available in Germany. I'm excited. It's coming out on in Russia and Ukraine and all this CIS, you know, territory, August 1st. So I'm excited. It's going to be on like certain channels there. Yeah, we have like we've sold Italy. We have it out in where else? I think there's so many territories. I'm like blanking out right now, but it's literally available all over the world.
Yeah, that's really nice, you know, because it's an interesting movie. As I told you, you know, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of speed. The footage is great. What we saw also, it was really nice also to
Great
see you
actors,
actually. You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
actors, but also to see you in action always nice, you know. I think, yeah,
but
in my mind always I see you in action, you know, like when Natalie is there, you know, like a lot of some fights actually, you know, maybe some blood, maybe guns, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it is really cool.
It's great hand-to-hand combat. That's unique. You know, a lot of female actresses don't do that, so I wanted to be fast. You know, it's kind of like John Wick style.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And Natalie, thanks for the chat, by the way. And now I'm just looking at some comments about you, because after that we will lose the comments. This chat will be on Facebook, later on YouTube, but without the comments, because of the Instagram. But I see now the comments about you, Natalie, the most beautiful girl in the world, and this comes from Dragon Rap Star, your followers.
Yeah. Hey. Hi, Dragon. Aww.
Yeah. The double of Bruce Willis also watching you. He was, I think, yeah, he likes Expendables, and he is, you know, double of Bruce Willis, so he's watching you, Eric, also.
Thank you, Eric.
And Frankie Lancaster from Marbella, from Spain. She is impressed with your acting, and he said, great, gonna watch the film. I mean, Awaken or Acceleration.
Acceleration, yeah.
Yeah, because he likes the director, Daniel.
Daniel's really, yeah.
Yes, he likes him very much. Also, he's following him. And
Hollow Point. I think Hollow Point is also available in Spain.
That's also interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody, yeah, they're from Asia. Many comments. They are happy to see you tonight. They miss you. From England, we see many comments, and there's a question from Paula Vamp. Paula Vamp is the name on Instagram. Did you produce these films or just work on an actress? But already we answered them that you produced the last films, and the other also you work as actress.
Yeah. I produced Acceleration, but the other ones we've mentioned, I just worked as an actress.
And I get messages from other directors, actually. Alan Delaby also, he says Natalie did a good job on Acceleration, also playing with Luc Goss also.
Luc Goss was in Hollow Point, yeah.
Yeah, also it was very nice that you work with him.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart, very nice guy.
And some fans want to dance with you. That's also funny comments. They
I want
want
to dance with you guys.
Yeah, they like to dance with
Can
you.
keep up?
Yeah, they love Natalie. They like your. Also, they want to see you as a dance. They want to see you come back to Russia. They come back to Kiev. I see. Yeah, all around the world.
I have a new project that I might be filming in Kiev. A director reached out to me yesterday, actually, and I was so impressed with his this project that he's putting together that I might just say yes, and I'd love to work, you know, back in Kiev. It would be so different, and then, you know, you go back to your roots. Like, why not? So I'm actually considering doing that.
Wow.
And then I have a dance project that I'm working on called Shades. That's my dream project that hopefully one day I'm going to put it together. It's just such a big film, and it has so many different locations that it requires so much time. And hopefully, like, when this pandemic is over, you know, I'll be able to focus back on it and eventually get it made, because it's a project. The first 18 pages, about like the first 20 minutes, is focused on my true life, like based on my true events, my upbringing. So it's very dear to my heart, and I think the fans should, you know, should see it and know about it.
Okay, so Natalie, again, thank you so much that you joined today our chat, live chat on Instagram. So it was great to see you again here like this. So hopefully we will see you soon in after Corona situation. We will see you in Europe or in US, wherever the location.
Maybe we see you in Cannes next year.
Yeah, for Cannes for sure.
I know, right? Right now we'll be in Cannes, and we'll be walking the carpets and having fun. But yeah.
So last time, then it was exactly 1 year ago. Yeah, exactly 1 year ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how there's a say, like, make plans and God will laugh at you.
Yeah. But look at this. 1 year ago we were together. We were chatting, you know, all together about the movies. Yeah. And now we are doing the same. Look, 3 of us.
You see? I'll see you next year. Same place, same time.
No, we should do it before. We should work together. We should collaborate something together. Maybe we will invite you to Amsterdam. Maybe we will do an event in Germany. We will maybe do some promotion of your movies, or we will take you to Russia for a new dance show.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
In the past, I danced too, so I want to dance with you, because I was a dancer also.
Wait, what do you dance? Ballroom or like dance?
I did like hip hop, rap, and I was very fond of Michael Jackson, so I copy everything.
Oh yeah, I grew up on Michael Jackson.
I danced like Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Same here. I grew up on Michael Jackson. I know his whole choreographies. I mean, like, huge fan. Yeah, he's my inspiration when it comes to dance. Yes.
Yes.
Great. So I'll take you on that. Like, whenever we see each other next time, we just start dancing.
Okay.
So thank you, Natalie. Let's do one selfie together with our Corona selfies.
Oh, okay. This is like a picture.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah, thank you. So you're sweet as always. Thank you very much for your time and for your energy. And thank you very much for the answers of all the questions. And we are so blessed, and we are so happy to have you tonight.
Amazing.
I'm so happy to be here. Say hi to
what you explain is amazing. Amazing, really. Yes.
Thank you.
See you soon, Natalie.
Bye, guys.
Greetings. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So, one chat is also finished now. Yeah, it was great chat. Natalie was amazing. She's a sweetheart. And again, we learned a lot from her, how she started her career as a dancer from the ballet and coming to Hollywood, doing great projects. Started also as actress in Hollywood, and then produced great movies. Actually, you know, working with big stars, going to big events, and now hardly going to do big films. So she is really hard worker, and I respect her. She is really amazing and great personality. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. And tomorrow we will have Louis Mandylor. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Greetings from Amsterdam.
Good night.
Good night.
Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. All of the both. Good night.
Good night.